Hi everyone, today we're going to go over a pretty big haul of quite a few companies that I have ordered from recently, and I wanted to introduce you to those products that I've ordered. So if you're interested, stay tuned. All right, the first company we are going to go over is Vieve. This is an indie company, and the first one we're going to talk about is watermelon sugar. And this is the package that it comes in. So I actually really like this package. You normally don't see a lot of companies put their 15 mils in this type of packaging. So kudos to them on this. The top note is raspberry. The middle is watermelon rind, watermelon juice, and watermelon pulp. And the base is sugarcane. This is the perfect fragrance for the spring and the summer. And I actually do like this, but I will tell you this. If you are a fan of watermelon, I do believe you will like this. However, you are going to smell that watermelon rind in there. It's not just a bright, juicy watermelon that you get with a lot of the regular watermelon. You're actually going to smell the rind as well. And it's very bright. So I absolutely love this fragrance. All right, the second fragrance I purchased from Vieve is Texas Tea. And I also purchased this in the 15 ml during their 15% off sale. And the notes on this one: cane sugar, peach syrup, lemon slices, and cold brew tea. And this one actually does smell like peach tea, and I like it a lot. This is also another good scent for the spring and summer, and I am excited to play around with this one, so I can't wait to use it this summer. And that's Texas Tea. All right, the next company I'm going to talk about is Parfums by Cherie. And I purchased another marshmallow crush, and this only has 3 notes. The top is spun sugar, the heart is vanilla bean, and the base is marshmallow cord. This is such a good marshmallow. She actually has this in an extract, and I absolutely love this. It's very sweet, extremely sweet. It projects well, and you are going to smell this one. It's not like some of the other marshmallows on the market where it may take a while for you to smell it. You're going to smell this as soon as you pull it out. I love this a lot. And I actually have quite a few marshmallows, and I'll create a separate video on that. But I do think this will be a favorite of mine. Cherie also put in Ice Cream Fantasy, a sample for me to try, and this smells extremely sweet. I actually like this one as well. And this one also has 3 notes: cold vanilla ice cream, Lucky Charms marshmallow dust, and melty white marshmallow. This is good as well too. It does smell similar to Marshmallow Crush, but you can definitely tell a difference. I don't think I'm going to upgrade this one, but again, I absolutely do love this scent. But I will stick with my Marshmallow Crush for right now. I am going to use this a bit more, use the rest of this, and see how I like it, to see if later on I may want to upgrade. All right, you guys, the next company I am going to discuss is the House of Val. So the first one I purchased is the Peach Mallow Luxury Body Oil. Now, let me say this. I absolutely love the way this body oil goes on the skin. Very silky, very hydrating. However, I don't smell the marshmallow that's supposed to be in here. It doesn't smell like peach mallow body oil. It smells boozy. So it smells like a peach Boozy Peach. And I also purchased another body oil from them. And it is Peach Champagne. Now this one, I actually do like the smell of this. So the thing with me though, this one does smell like a Boozy Peach as well. This one and Peach Mallow do smell similar. It seems like they did use the same peach, but I just don't like that mallow part that's in the other body oil. So if you are on the site and you decide to choose, I would choose Peach Champagne instead of Peach Mallow. I'm not really sure what it is about the Peach Mallow, but I'm not a fan of it at all. But I am happy I did get to try this. These are 4-ounce bottles, and I got it during her 50% off sale, which I believe is still going on right now. And this came pretty quickly too. So I ordered it that morning, and then 2 days later, she was shipping it off to me. So shipment is pretty quickly. So that is Peach Champagne. The third thing I ordered from House of Val is the Pink Mimosa perfume. And this is also a 10 ml or 15 ml, I'm not sure. But the notes are pink champagne, mandarin, peony, and nectar. This is I actually do like this one. So what I am going to do is pair this Pink Mimosa perfume with this peach champagne, and I think these are going to make a very good pair. So from that order, I like these two the best. Again, I'm just not a fan of that peach mallow. All right, the next company we are going to talk about is Julianna's Perfume. So I was excited about Whip Bloom because this only comes out once a year, and I believe it is seasonal. So with this one, it does, as you can see, it's like whipped cream. It looks kind of like whipped cream. So, and now the one note at the top is the plum. So I've never had a fragrance that had plum in it from what I can remember. So I did have high hopes for this because I saw a lot of reviews online and people were saying how pretty it is. I even saw one girl's comment. She said this was her wedding scent. And I guess I'm just not a fan of the plum and the marshmallow. But it is good. But that plum, if you're not a fan of plum, you're not going to like this at all because it is very prominent in that top note. And it doesn't just go away after the first 15 or 20 minutes. It actually stays throughout until probably about hour 3. But I do like it. It's not something that I don't think it's something that I would reach for often. But if you are a fan of plum, I really do think you'll like it. But it has plum and then that marshmallow, and then it has a few other notes in there as well. So, Whip Bloom. Now, this is Pleasant Vanilla. This is inspired by Tahota, and this is a beautiful vanilla. I absolutely love this. If you are a gourmand lover, you are going to love this fragrance, especially if you are a fan of vanilla. Again, it is inspired by Tahota, and I do believe that you are going to love this one. I absolutely adore it. So I feel like this is a great topper to use with some of your other gourmand scents. Pleasant Vanilla. All right, and this is Before Words. Now this is absolutely, I love this one. So this is actually my second bottle that I ordered. Julianna's Perfume also had a sale going on, and it was buy three get one free. So I purchased Before Words again because I knew for a fact that I actually like this one. So this is like my backup bottle, and I am probably about halfway on my first bottle. So this is such the I think what stole the show for me with Before Words, it has this whipped, it's like this whipped airy vanilla mousse. Beautiful. But I will say this, it will remind you of Bianco Latte. And speaking of Bianco Latte, they also have an Inspired by Vanilla Crumble that is inspired by Bianca Latte. And these two right here, oh, and Before Words is an original, but I feel like these two right here smell so similar with each other. Very similar. Do I feel like you need both? No. So Vanilla Crumble is sweeter, but I do feel like Before Words is very smooth. So the Before Words, I actually wear this one to the office, and I feel like, I don't know, this is very office friendly, and this is very cozy, you know, want to watch a movie in the fall and winter. So this one is sweeter. I just don't feel like you need both of them, but I am glad I purchased Vanilla Crumble because I purchased it during the sale. So essentially I got this for about $22. So I feel like this was a good deal. So I wanted to try it, but these are very close, you guys, very close. The next company we are going to talk about is Blanc and Noire skincare. So the first one we're going to talk about, I got this in a 4 ounce. This is whipped raspberry, and this is inspired by the House of Val Minnie Mouse. If you like that DNA, I do believe you are going to like this. Now, if raspberry, so you know how there are some notes that get very medicinal. If you are funny about raspberry, I really like this. It's very moisturizing. As you can see the notes on the front, marshmallow, raspberry, and vanilla. Very moisturizing. This, you sometimes with body oils, you get those oils that they may have a scent to them, but they're not very moisturizing. But this one, very extremely moisturizing. And this, you can smell this. I mean, you can smell this one. Okay. So never be afraid that you're not going to get enough fragrance with this. But I love this whipped raspberry. And again, I don't know if you're funny about raspberry and how it can smell medicinal. Just be a little weary of this one. But I have no problem with this at all. And I also have I have a Minnie Mouse dupe that I'll be wearing with this one. So I'm excited to continue to get some wear out of this. But it thumps, you guys. Like, you will smell this on you for a while. All right. The next body oil that I purchased from Blanc and Noire Skincare is Champagne and Nectarine. Now, this is another one that, because it has lighter notes like champagne, nectarine, musk, it also has some freesia, some black currant in there, orange blossom, sandalwood, and amberwood as well. You would think that this one wasn't as strong, but this one, you actually get some good scent out of this one as well too. So I think they did a good job with this one. So as you can see, I do like kind of boozy scents, but I wear these typically in the spring and summer. So Champagne Nectarine. All right, the third oil I purchased from Blanc and Noire is Matcha Vanilla. And I bought this one in the 2 ounce because I just wanted to try it out. And this one is inspired by Happy Dust. So it has that bourbon vanilla, mango, coconut water, matcha, tonka bean. amber. So if you like that happy dust DNA, I do feel like you will enjoy this one as well. So this is a good one to have. Again, very moisturizing. And it's long lasting as well. Last but not least is White Peach and Musk. And this is inspired by Valaya. You know, it has those jasmine petals, peony, tonka, white woods, honeysuckle nectar. So I do think you will like this one if you enjoy that white. If you enjoy that Valaya DNA. So I would just use this as a layering oil. And this one lasts a long time too. So I've purchased 4 so far from Blanc and Noire. And I think they last. They did a very good job with their DNAs. And I can't wait to try some more. The last company we are going to talk about is Aspiring Aromas. So Fluff Peaches is their latest DNA that they've come out with. Now this is absolutely beautiful. The peach that they used in their fluffed peaches is a photorealistic peach. Like when you first spray it, you are going to catch the peaches immediately. As it dry down, you're going to get that regular DNA from their What the Fluff. And I also have 100 ml of their What the Fluff. My first purchase from them was a 50 ml What the Fluff. And I am halfway through that. And so I went ahead and purchased that backup 100 ml bottle so that I have it on deck. And last time they got rid of their 15 ml. So and then they wind up bringing them back. So I wind up getting a What the Fluff in a travel, as well as a Fluff Peaches in a travel. And again, I actually will use these as traveling. I travel a lot, so I wanted to get something like this. But that Peaches is absolutely beautiful. I actually wish a lot of companies did their peaches the way that they did theirs. So they did an awesome job. This is their second fragrance that they've added to their lineup. And just a side note, I absolutely love their What the Fluff. And I do think Marshmallow Crush, they have a contender with their What the Fluff. So as of right now, What the Fluff and Marshmallow Crush are my top 2 marshmallows. But I will give you guys a detailed video on all the marshmallows in my collection. And that wraps up the video for today, you guys. Thank you for watching.